So Kelechi Iheanacho leads the long list of potential players who may not be called up for next month's game. And this is definitely not a surprise to me. I'm sure it's not for you as well, because Kelechi Iheanacho hasn't been informed for the last couple of months. We've seen him wander through different clubs trying to, rejuvenate his career, but that has not really worked out for him. Yeah, obviously, joining Sevilla Football Club as a free agent after his contract with Leicester City expired, and spending just 5 or 6 months at the club. Sevilla has now pushed him to Middlesbrough, where he is currently at right now, trying to see if he can resurge his career back, and maybe get a call up. But it's going to be really difficult, and it seems that this might be too soon for him to to come back to form and then get called up by Coach Chelle. Could be impossible, and especially now that Coach Chelle is looking at top talents that are currently in form. He's looking at getting some fresh new faces who we've not seen before. So a lot of people will be making way, obviously, for these new faces to fill in. So Iheanacho actually gave out a very short interview to Middlesbrough media, where he answered quickfire questions about his footballing idol, his best food, greatest achievement as a footballer, and things like that.
Kel, quickfire questions. Can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Calm, humble, and hardworking.
What would you say is the proudest moment of your career so far?
Ooh, that's a big one. I think what I could remember is winning the FA Cup with Leicester City.
Who is your best friend in football?
Best friend is football. There is a lot of best friends in football, but obviously spend a lot of time with Fred and Dede. So, yeah.
What would you say your best attribute as a player is?
Of course, finishing.
Your nickname?
You can just say Kev.
The biggest influence on your career?
Biggest influence on my career. There's quite a couple. So many people helped me throughout my career. Obviously, managers as well, Pellegrini, Brendan Rodgers, Pep Guardiola, and players as well, get Kelechi, company, Toure, obviously Vardy as well, and there's a lot to be mentioned. But a lot of people have helped me throughout my career, even in the national team as well. So, John Mikel, Lobby, and so many, and the coaches have helped me as well in the national team as well. So, a lot of them.
What is your favourite food?
Oh, there you go. My favourite food is noodles and egg. So,
okay.
Yeah.
What is your go-to pre-match song to get you motivated?
I've got quite a couple of songs, like obviously Afro beats. Obviously, if I could remember one, there's a lot of them anyways. Yeah.
Do you have any pre-match rituals?
Not really. Just I just pray and just get my head again.
Do you prefer an afternoon game or a night match under the lights?
I quite prefer afternoon games anyways, but I don't mind the night games as well.
And finally, what are your first impressions of Borough?
My first impression, because I know I've played against them, obviously, I think they're technical side, and obviously they've got good quality players, and that's the impression.
So you heard it from the man Kelechi Iheanacho talking about his personal and professional life, and best moments of his career and things like that. But it's just so sad to see this man being in the situation that he is currently. I remember one time ago when he was such an excitement to watch. Every time we see this bike display, he's always someone that lights up the fans, the crowd, and everybody loved him. Even before Osimhen, came up and was started receiving love from the fans. But at the end of the day, the coach is going to select the people that he believes are going to get him the results at the end of the day. And of course, Murphy, one of the people that the coach reportedly talked to. And then there's this rumor about NWANERI, the 19-year-old Arsenal star who is currently impressing in the EPL, and there's even rumor that the coach had some word with Alex Iwobi, asking about the possibility of Iwobi putting in some words with NWANERI, and then maybe arranging a meeting between the parents of the young man to see if he can convince him to come represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria. You can imagine having someone like NWANERI, play in that 7th position, to swap with Chukwueze. Obviously, yeah, that's going to be a lot of quality to to the Super Eagles, and then of course Murphy as well, also a very good option. But let's move away from that, guys. Another player who could potentially miss out is Maduka Okoye. Good news is he's just recently returned back to training for Udinese, but he could miss out for 2 reasons. One is the fact that he just recently returned from injury, so he's not, in form. He's going to need to train and then get a couple of matches under his belt with Udinese before he's ready, and that may not be possible because his name had been removed from Udinese's second half of the season's team list. So he cannot make any appearance as it stands right now for the club, not in the league anyways. So no chance for him to be match fit, before Coach Chelle, calls his squad. And the second reason is he's still under, investigation for the betting scandal that a certain betting company put on his head. So that one is still another reason, maybe even the bigger reason why we may not get to see him. Maybe he won't be allowed to go represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria or even make appearance for Udinese. So this is why we may not see Okoye. To replace Okoye, the coach has a number of options to call up. We have Adele, who currently plays in the Cyprus League, and then there's talks about what's his name again, Uzoho, the goalkeeper that we love to hate so much, obviously because of so many mistakes that he's made. But there have been talks about the possibility of recalling Uzoho, but Uzoho recently came back from injury, so that might be an issue as well. But beyond these 2 guys, we also have Otto Okonkwo, who is a Super Eagles eligible, also an English Three Lions eligible, plays for Wrexham in the League 2. Also an option for Coach Chelle to give his first call up for that one. So there have been 1 or 2, 3 options. We are going to see who the coach finally decides to select at the end of the day.